Have you ever heard of a hotel that has never hosted a single guest? It's a peculiar question, isn't it? But it's not a riddle or a trick. There is such a place, a towering structure standing tall against the sky, a grand promise left unfulfilled. Its name is the Ryugyong Hotel, but before we delve into its intriguing tale, let's hold on to the mystery a bit longer. Well, such a place does exist, and today we unfold its story. The tale begins in 1987, when the construction of this architectural giant, the Ryugyong Hotel, started. The heart of Pyongyang, North Korea, was chosen as its birthplace, with the North Korean government envisioning it as a beacon of national power and progress. It was to be a towering symbol of the nation's ambitions, a testament to its capabilities, and a beacon of its prosperity. The hotel was conceived on a grand scale, with an ambitious design that was meant to be nothing short of awe-inspiring. It was planned to stand an impressive 105 stories tall, with a striking pyramid shape that would dominate the city skyline, a design that was not just meant to be seen, but to be marveled at. The blueprint of the hotel was a marvel in itself. It proposed a staggering 3,000 rooms, along with multiple revolving restaurants at the pinnacle. The Ryugyong Hotel was not just meant to be a place for people to stay, but a destination to be sought, a spectacle to be experienced, a wonder to be explored. As the construction progressed, the hotel began to take shape, its silhouette altering the city skyline, its promise of grandeur echoing throughout the land. The North Korean government poured vast resources into its creation, investing heavily in what they believed would be an iconic landmark. The hotel was more than just a building. It was conceived as a symbol of North Korea's rise, an emblem of its aspirations, and a testament to its potential. It was to be a shining beacon, illuminating the path of progress for the nation. The initial plan was to have the grand opening in 1989, a mere 2 years after the commencement of construction. It was to be a grand event, a celebration of achievement, and a declaration of progress. The world was to be invited to witness the unveiling of this architectural marvel, to experience the grandeur of the Ryugyong Hotel. The planned grand opening in 1989 unfortunately never came to pass. As the saying goes, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, and so it was with the Ryugyong Hotel. In the early 90s, the world shifted on its axis as the Soviet Union, a global superpower and key ally to North Korea, dissolved. This political earthquake sent economic shockwaves rippling through North Korea's fragile economy. The country plunged into a financial crisis, and the fallout was catastrophic. Funds dried up, and the government could no longer afford the exorbitant costs of the Ryugyong Hotel's construction. Like a clock without a battery, work on the hotel ground to an abrupt halt. For over a decade, the skeleton of the Ryugyong Hotel loomed over Pyongyang. Its unfinished silhouette was a stark daily reminder of North Korea's failed ambitions. This colossal structure, once envisioned as a beacon of progress and prosperity, had become an ironic symbol of economic failure. The hotel was a ghost, haunting the city with its hollowed-out presence. Its empty rooms were voids that echoed the silence of unfulfilled promises. The grand lobbies and ballrooms, which were meant to bustle with the chatter of international guests, stood silent and deserted. The elevators, designed to transport people to the dizzying heights of the hotel's pinnacle, were stagnant, never having moved a single inch. For 16 long years, the Ryugyong Hotel remained uncompleted, untouched, and unoccupied. The once shining symbol of North Korea's ambitious future had turned into a towering monument of economic collapse. A stark reminder that in the game of geopolitics, the stakes are always high, and the price of failure, even higher. But the story of the Ryugyong Hotel didn't end there. As time passed, the winds of change began to blow once again, stirring up dust and dreams on the streets of Pyongyang. The ghost hotel was about to be awakened from its long slumber, but that's a tale for another time. The once symbol of progress became a symbol of economic failure, standing unfinished and abandoned for over 16 years. In 2008, a glimmer of hope emerged for the Ryugyong Hotel. Over 2 decades after construction was halted, an Egyptian company named Orascom stepped into the picture, determined to revive the dormant giant. With a new wave of optimism, the company undertook the enormous task of installing glass panels on the exterior of the colossal structure. This was no small feat considering the hotel's towering stature of 105 floors. Orascom's efforts breathed a semblance of life into the Ryugyong Hotel. The previously bare concrete shell was now sheathed in a cloak of gleaming glass, reflecting the city's lights and the sky's hues. It was as if the sleeping giant had stirred, reflecting a beacon of hope that perhaps it could finally serve its intended purpose. A decade later, in 2018, another layer was added to the Ryugyong's complex tale. A massive, spectacular lighting display was added, illuminating the hotel's facade with vibrant colors and patterns. This display, visible from various parts of Pyongyang, seemed to signal a new dawn for the Ryugyong Hotel. The spectacle was indeed grand, yet it was nothing more than a beautiful mask hiding the hotel's empty corridors and unused rooms. And that brings us to the present. Despite the attempts at revival, the reality remains as stark as the hotel's empty halls. The Ryugyong Hotel, for all its grandeur and spectacle, has never welcomed a single guest. The rooms that were once envisioned to host visitors from around the world remain vacant, echoing with the silence of unfulfilled dreams. Today, the hotel stands as a haunting silhouette against the Pyongyang skyline, its gleaming exterior a stark contrast to its desolate interior. The Ryugyong Hotel, once a symbol of North Korea's ambition, now serves as a monument to its failure. Despite the attempts at revival, the Ryugyong Hotel remains empty, a haunting silhouette against the Pyongyang skyline. So, what went wrong with the Ryugyong Hotel? It all started with an ambition, a dream to build a beacon of progress. However, a financial crisis brought construction to a grinding halt. Despite numerous attempts to revive it, the hotel remains unopened. Today, the Ryugyong Hotel stands as a towering yet empty edifice, a haunting symbol of grand plans that never came to fruition. The Ryugyong Hotel is a poignant reminder of grand visions that were never realized. Standing tall yet empty, a ghost hotel that never welcomed a guest.